What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Spilling Wine. I'm your host, Kelly, and today me and Drew are going to be reading some of your scenarios and giving you guys advice.
What's good? What's going on? What's popping?
Are you ready for this?
I literally can't wait. I think this is going to be a lot of fun.
We haven't read any of them, so this is going to be a first for both of us.
I know you want to get started, so you want to read off the first one and we'll just do it that way?
Yeah, so we have some dating ones and then some friendship ones. We're going to be doing the dating ones first. First one. I've been seeing this guy for 6 months. We sleep over. He's met my friends. He texts me good morning every day, but he refuses to post me. He posts gym selfies, his dog, his dinner, his car, just never me. When I asked, he said he's private, but his ex is still liking all of his posts. Am I being hidden or dramatic?
So to me, this sounds like a classic case of
Kelly is
I'm
lit.
kind of not gonna very funny.
Yeah.
I'm kind of not gonna put you on my story. I'm not gonna show people who you are. I'm not gonna do none of that. And it's kind of like a classic case of I got stuff on the side going on, in my opinion. Or I'm still deciding. I'm not ready to decide yet. I have not decided on you.
Yeah. I was in a situation just like this, and it was 6 months too.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I just don't post at all. I just don't post. But he wanted me to post him. And it's like,
Right.
he's definitely hiding something, 100%.
Well, I mean, yeah. If he doesn't want to post you, I think it's 100% to do with him and 0% to do with you as a person. Especially because it's usually not the girl's fault anyway. But I think when a guy doesn't want to post something, it's because he kind of has something to hide. And clearly he's hiding something.
But I also don't know what the relationship status is with this scenario. Are they together? Are they not together? Not really that it makes a difference, but
Okay, but if they're together, it makes it worse that you're not posting her. And then if you're not together, it's kind of you can't exactly expect a man to post right away. But I don't know.
yeah, true. My advice, if it's a situationship, you better leave that shit right now. 3 months max. That's it. 3-month rule. 3-month rule. If you guys are not together, if the intentions aren't set by 3 months, you need to make that decision to leave, because it's just going to go on for longer and longer.
Right.
How do you feel about the 3-month rule?
The 3-month rule is really good. I feel like you should definitely have it figured out by then. If you don't have it figured out by then, I think it's kind of what are we doing here? You're there or you're not,
Yeah.
So,
You know what I've heard? I've heard that men go by the 3 rule. 3 dates, they know if they want to pursue you or not. 3 months is when they know if they want to be in a relationship with you or not. 3 years is when they know if they want to marry you or not.
okay.
It's 3.
That's interesting. I know people that are together for years and years, like 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and they still haven't reached that point. But at the same time, sometimes it's things they met in high school, back when we were kids. So it's you also can't really judge it by that. I don't know.
Yeah, and if it's mutual, then I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
If both parties are on the same page with that, then
Yeah, of course. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a fun fact. Okay, so we have another person asking for advice. It says, he only texts me after 10 p.m. When I asked why, he said nighttime is when he's emotionally available. During the day, radio silence. He says he's not using me for sex, but we've never gone on a real date. Is this modern romance or am I a late night convenience store?
late night convenience store. At least you know.
I mean, it'd be terrible if she didn't already know. She said it herself.
I know.
But yeah, no. So, honey, he's not looking out for you. He's not asking where you are all day long. If he's not worried about you all day, then he's not worried about you at all. And take that from someone who literally, I've been in situations where I get good morning texts. I've been in situations where I get, how's your day going? I've been in situations when I get the late night texts as well. But you have to see that this person is probably available at certain times to text you, and he's just not taking that opportunity, and he's kind of like hiding you for the nighttime. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, that's kind of like, did you just like go home and like now you're not with anybody, so now you could text me? Like, you know what I mean? That's how I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we're not fucking raccoons. This ain't no fucking nocturnal type shit. He's probably in a whole full blown relationship, and just like when his wife and kids go to bed, that's when he wants to hit you up. Like, that's what it sounds like to me.
Honestly, it's just a little shady, not gonna lie. I don't think that you should pursue this man.
Absolutely not. Because when you're genuinely interested in somebody, you're wanting to hear from them all day. You know, like you're sitting there waiting for the text back.
Right.
You're waiting for the notification. When something pops up on your phone, you're hoping that it's them. If you're really interested in them.
Right. I mean, you can't depend on somebody who's only going to text you at nighttime, especially because what then happens if he doesn't text you at nighttime? Like, are you just going to like go with the flow and just like accept the fact that like he's given up? Like, I don't know. It's, to me, it's like you're already halfway given up if you aren't putting in the effort in the first place.
I'm in bed by 10 p.m. The fuck? I'm not answering no texts, no calls. I'm in bed.
Literally, I
Good
turn
night.
my phone off at a certain point and you can't even reach me.
My shit's on D&D at 10 p.m. Okay. Oh my god, this is like giving me PTSD, like reading this shit, because I've probably been through all of these. He talks to his ex daily, says they went through a lot together and he'd never abandon her. She knows about me and supposedly supports us, but she also calls him crying, sends throwback pics, and he drops everything to help her. Am I dating him or co-parenting his past?
It sounds to me like you are literally caught up in the crossfires. And what I mean by that is like he's almost ready to go back and get back with his ex at this point. If he can't let go of her while you are in a relationship with him, that means he's just bound to come back to her like a boomerang, you know?
I feel like us as girls, we need to stop being fucking idiots and losers, because that's giving like loser behavior. If you are seeing this disrespect right in front of your face and just kind of allowing it, it's like it's giving you think that you don't have any options, which most 9 times out of 10, you definitely have other options. And yeah, like you said, this is giving a scenario where he's like leaving her in arm's reach, like whenever he wants to go back or whenever he wants that sense of like comfort. I just went through it. Drew, you could tell them.
I can verify.
I can verify. Like I literally just went through it where like he wasn't, first of all, he wasn't telling me that he was talking to her, but he was still in contact with her behind my back, and then literally just up and left out of nowhere. So if that's what you want to happen, then sure, by all means.
Then so be it. You know, I mean, this sounds like a classic case of a guy that likes backsies. And I just personally, I can't deal with that.
No, and also a lot of the times, like men really don't know what they want. It's like they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want the girl that they have all these memories and comfortability with, but they also want something new, and they kind of want both. Like they can't pick.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry.
Make up your mind or you can't have me, and that's on period. Okay, so first date, drinks. Second date, dinner. Third date, he asked me to Venmo him because he forgot his card.
Oh my god.
He's always talking about investments and being financially savvy, but I've paid for most things. He says splitting things shows equality. I feel cheap even thinking this is a red flag. Am I wrong? I'll let you start.
wait. I need to fucking reread that. Third date, he's asking you to pay?
Why is he asking you to pay at all? I feel like we've had this conversation. Like, I'm sorry, but like, guys, pay for your girls so that she doesn't end up texting us about it.
Bro, if I went home and told my mother that some guy made me pay on a date, I think she would hang me. And listen, I'm not even that type of person that's like, oh my god, you have to pay for me, because I don't give a fuck. I'll pay for my own shit. But it's like, it's just the principle of like the man being masculine and leading and like doing something else, because you know that men aren't the most emotionally supportive creatures that we deal with, right? So like the woman is the emotional support, and like you have to be the financial support, or like protective in some type of way. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. I mean, well, in a gay relationship, it kind of goes like it's a two-way street for us.
Yeah.
But I do get it. So like I feel like in some situations I can be more feminine than some guys, and I can also be more masculine than other guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I kind of like the fact that I've seen it both sides of the coin. I'm kind of like, I don't know, a guy's gotta act a certain way, otherwise it's not up to my caliber. Like, if you are actively being the feminine and you are playing the role of the feminine, I do believe that there is a certain type of treatment that the feminine deserves as opposed to the masculine. And like, yes, the feminine has to put up with a bunch of things and like kind of like, you know, be that softer side. But the masculine has requirements. Like, people act like we don't have requirements as men, you know?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm going to sound like the asshole here, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate comments. But if you're not providing financially as a man, what else are you fucking offering? Because the emotional side of you guys is kind of like not really doing the thing. And then what else? What else are you offering? Like, genuinely asking, like, please comment. What else are you offering besides financial stability and like protecting the woman? What else are you offering?
Right. I feel like this is our Roman Empire this year. Like, this is literally our Roman Empire.
Like, I actually want to know. I'm not even trying to be an asshole. Like, what else are you offering? You can't have a child. You barely clean. Most men don't cook. So like, if you're not providing financially, what are you even there for? Am I wrong?
Clock it.
Like, and all the men love to fucking leave hate comments, right? And they're like, oh, well, you say this about men. What about women? First of all, I don't date women. So obviously I'm not going to come on my podcast and talk about dating women. So like, maybe start your own podcast and talk about dating women. I don't know.
I mean, maybe they should start a meninist movement and just like be all about that. And like, maybe they should like, you know, date other guys, because it's clear that they're not into dating women these days.
It is so crazy because these men will literally write paragraphs in my comment section. It's like, wow, you guys can't even communicate like this in a relationship, but you want to leave literal paragraphs about how my point of view is wrong. Like, what is going on with this world right now? I'm so confused.
To the guys leaving hate comments on all of Kelly's posts, I do believe that there is a special place in hell for you.
Yeah, true.
Okay, moving on.
We've been exclusive for 8 months. I've met his family. We vacation together. He says he loves me, but refuses to call me his girlfriend because labels change the energy. If nothing changed except the word, why does the word feel illegal? I don't really know if there's a difference between like being exclusive and being like boyfriend, girlfriend. Am I wrong? What's the real difference?
So if you're going to call each other exclusive, then that's just setting the boundary of being exclusive. If you're going to call each other boyfriend and girlfriend, that is considered putting a label on it. So not only are you exclusive, but you are also putting a label on that. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of is the same thing, but usually they happen at the same time, but at times they can happen at separate times, because sometimes a man's still talking to women, sometimes the woman is still talking to other men, you know, and then they have to like come to a conclusion of when they become exclusive, right? And at which point they become exclusive, that is when they make the decision when they might put a label on it, or maybe they're working towards putting a label on it, like in my opinion.
Yeah, but this is 8 months exclusive, no label apparently. So what this is a situationship, but like it's a situationship that you feel like you're in jail, because I've literally been in this situation where it was like we were both exclusive, or maybe he was doing shit, I don't really know. But he like was so strict on me not talking to anybody else, and like didn't want to put a label on it. But it was weird because he would introduce me as his girlfriend still, but
Right.
like would be like, oh, we're not official, which is weird. In this scenario, I don't really know.
I feel
think it's
like,
weird.
in my opinion, if you're gonna be with someone for 8 months, you might as well have already made it official. And if you're not gonna make it official within, let's say, like the 2 month, 3 month mark of talking, like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
What's
you
the
gotta
point?
like just be chop with it, because you can't just like expect them to wait around for you, especially when there's probably a line of guys DMing her, or, you know, Like, if she's someone who's got it going on, you can't expect her to wait around for you, like, at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really just can't.
Yeah. I also feel like guys keep a lot of girls as a placeholder. And it's like, okay, I'm going to keep this here and I'm going to kind of like hold this down while I find what I'm really looking for. You know?
I mean, if it's that type of situation, it may not exactly be ideal. So I don't know. If you can't put a label on it within like 2-3 months, in my opinion, it's not worth the effort. So I like, a lot of times, if I'm talking to you for a certain amount of months and you're like, it's not registering with you, it's not clocking to you that we're like doing something, like, you know what I mean? And you're just kind of like super, like, what is it? Like, you're kind of like drifty and like, you don't want to talk as much and like, you know,
Inconsistent. Yeah.
delete, scroll away, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even going to entertain at that point, because if I can't see myself with you after 2 months of talking to you, 3 months of talking to you, I probably won't care as much
No.
at all.
I'm not even going to waste 2-3 months of my time if I don't really like them for real.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
And I've become so jaded to like these men lately, like every single man on Hinge, every man on like any one of these apps, like, it's, you just become jaded because you realize like they really don't care as much as anyone else. So like, it doesn't even matter, you know, do your own thing. Be yourself unapologetically. Don't be bland. Don't be vanilla. You gotta like just throw yourself out there and see if they like you. Because if they like you, then, you know, that's it. Okay.
3-month rule. Okay, I live by that. I stand by that and I live by that.
It's actually pretty funny because it is like around 2-3 months when I figure I'm gonna stop talking to somebody after they've been dry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. My ex ghosted me a year ago. No closure. Suddenly he liked 3 old Instagram posts and followed me again at 1 a.m. No message, just vibes. Does this mean something, or is he bored and horny?
He's trying to slide back in, and we don't do that.
Right.
Because why? Wait, how long were they broken up for?
It says 10 months.
Oh, hell no. Nah, I'm good. It took you 10 months to realize that you wanted me back? That's way too long. Sorry.
Oh, wait, that's the other one. It doesn't actually say. It just says that he ghosted her a year ago. A year ago.
A year?
A year ago.
That just happened to me, actually.
Oh, okay.
But I wasn't dating the guy. I just went on like 6 dates with him. He ghosted me. And then he just recently started not liking, like watching my stories again. Doesn't follow me. I feel like that's just something guys do to see if they still have access to you.
Yeah.
Which you don't, by the way.
Right. No, I think you need to gatekeep yourself in this one, honey. Like,
I think you need a block.
be a girl boss. Block. That's it.
Or actually, no, don't even block. Let them watch. Let them watch. And if they try to interact with you, don't even respond. Don't give them the time of day, because that's going to make them even more mad.
Oh, and then one more thing. I just have to remind you, your silence is violence. Believe me when I say it is the slow killer. It is the slow burn, and there is nothing you can do besides be silent. And then he will see he cannot have access.
Yep. Or talk shit about them on a podcast. They love it. That's my favorite. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Sorry, I was checking my TikToks. My TikTok
Lord.
is like popping off right now, if anyone cares.
Oh my God.
Oh, this one's kind of long. Okay.
Yoga pants. Yes.
Every time I bring up something that hurts me, he says he's working through things in therapy and needs patience. It's been 10 months. I feel like I'm dating a progress report, not a person. How long is too long to wait for growth?
I think if you can't like,
That's hard.
you know what, you can't play like you're gonna build him. Like, you can't play the game where it's like, I can fix this man, or this man needs fixing, I'll be the one to stand by him through all of his progress. Because at the same time, it's almost like when you find a man, you need to make sure he's already built to the man he's supposed to be. Otherwise, you're going to spend all that time fixing him just for another girl to have the healed version of him. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. It's like you're going to put in all that work to change him or mold him, and then he's just going to up and leave for somebody that he thinks is better than you.
Yeah.
But also, like, what does going to therapy have to do with things that you're doing that are hurting me? Like, is it like a character flaw, I'm assuming?
I don't know. Like if you're going to therapy, good for you. But it shouldn't take you 10 months to process a thought. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it
I
definitely shouldn't take you 10 months to decide like if you want me or not. Because that's like an immediately like no. Like I'm sorry, I'm already on to the next. You know?
And also, I feel like comprehension plays such a big role because you can go to therapy and you can talk with a therapist and listen to a therapist, but if you're not going to take the advice that the therapist is giving you, then you're just wasting your own fucking time.
Right. And also excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Some stink worse than others.
It's what you allow and what you tolerate, and what you allow teaches the other person how to treat you. Does that make sense? Like, the more you let them hurt you, the more they're like kind of testing your limits.
Right, of course. I mean, you give someone an inch, they're going to take a mile regardless.
Yeah.
You got to always set your boundaries. Stay safe, ladies. Okay, I have another one. We got into an argument at a party and he made a joke about me being crazy in front of his friends. Everyone laughed. He said I was being sensitive and it was just humor. I felt humiliated. Is this a red flag or am I overreacting?
Bitch, you better own your craziness.
Right. If you can't say to somebody like, yeah, I am crazy and what about it? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Only us, though. Wait, I don't even. Wait,
You're
what?
talking to two Pisces, honey.
Exactly. But, like, you're okay, so he called you crazy, you're offended because everyone laughed. So, who the fuck cares?
I wouldn't care. If anything, I'd be like, yeah, and what about it? Like,
And you're a fucking asshole, so.
Right, get crazier. If he wants to call you crazy, get crazier with him because that's the only way that it's going to make him stop calling you crazy, because then you could just be like, "Oh, you want to see crazy? You want to see crazy?" And like you can really get in his face and make it a thing. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie though, if he was really like straight faced, like you're really crazy, I think I would take offense to it. Like, I think I would be like, what do you mean?
I mean, don't call me crazy, because if you call me crazy, we're going to have a problem, but I'm not crazy. So
It also goes back to the saying, like, defend your partner in public, correct them in private. Is that still a thing now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't embarrass your partner, and like in private when you guys are having a conversation not in front of your friends, be like, okay, I didn't like that you started this argument in front of my friends.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, why would you, like, on the other side of the coin, why would you even make your partner feel like that when there's people around anyways?
I mean, at the same time, yeah. Like, I mean, if you're gonna take it literally, and if it's gonna hurt your feelings, then it's something to talk about him, privately after the fact, and say, I don't like the way you talk to me, and basically
Yeah.
take it from there. And if he
Yeah.
can't control the way he talks, then maybe show him crazy. I don't know.
And also, alcohol plays a part in that too, because if you guys are drunk, that's like a completely different scenario in that.
Right, of course. Emotions are like through the roof, especially if you're drinking.
And
In
that's when like
every
the demons
situation.
come out of a person.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Don't even talk about the demons, because girl.
No,
I
seriously.
cannot.
Literally, I was dating a man one time, and then it took him one time to get drunk in front of me, and I saw a completely different person. I was actually scared.
Right.
Like, let's not do that. How about that?
I mean, there's a couple people in this world that if I see them drunk, I know it's a different version of them. And like, I completely understand where you're coming from, because they turn into like literal people that you don't want to be around.
Yeah.
And like, it's like, you don't want to see them like that, because they actually act mean and like evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't do it.
And then when they sober up, they act like they don't even fucking remember or know what happened. They're like, what are you even talking about? Like, you're so overreactive. And I'm like,
Right.
you literally just screamed in my face. What do you mean?
If you're not a happy drunk, stay away from me, because
No,
I'm not
seriously.
going to cry with you, and I'm definitely not going to fight you either.
Sorry. He talks about moving in together, kids' names, vacations, and what our house would look like. But when I ask about making things official or planning something concrete, he says, let's not rush. Why is the future allowed, but the present isn't?
Okay.
I mean, he could be talking about like later on in the future. Why does it have to be right now?
You know what though? I feel like maybe he's kind of throwing ideas with you because he wants to see if you can be his potential everything. But then at the same time, if he doesn't want to make plans with you in the first place, that's a red flag because he's kind of like scoping out to see if you're the right one. But it's at the same time, just know that you're still on his radar. But the thing is, he's not going to choose you unless you make yourself like quote unquote up to par with how he thinks. So honestly, in my opinion, if he can't make a plan with you, it means he doesn't care enough to see you in the first place. How do you take that?
I'm gonna take the man side on this one. Surprise, surprise. Don't call me a pick me because I know that's what you're thinking. But no, I think it's good to have those types of conversations early on in a relationship. Like, what are your plans for moving out? What are your plans for having kids? Like, you want to know before you actually get to that stage to see, like, am I gonna waste my time with this person, or is it actually gonna be what I want later on? You know what I mean?
I suppose you could be right about that, but I mean, most of the time I like to see what the vibe is, and if the vibe is on, then the vibe is on, but if the vibe is like completely off, then I will completely just dip out and like you won't even like hear me. I'm just a ghost with that. Like if the vibe is off, like you cannot be any version of stuck up, spoiled, or like brat because I just don't go for that.
Yeah, but it also says like he's talking about all these things but doesn't want to make things official with her. That's different. I feel like men just love situationships. They just love it. It's because the girls allow it. Maybe stop allowing that shit and then there won't be anything like that.
I don't know, give me a date. I'm not worth a date, you know? Like I'm worth a deep conversation, but I'm not worth a date. Like why not a deep conversation over some food? You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel. The most awkward thing about a situationship is like you're with this person for several months and like you're not celebrating no anniversaries. It's just like, oh, right, we're not actually together. Like what? That's fucking weird.
Okay.
That's so fucking lame. Like that's why I look forward to being in a relationship to celebrate like the month anniversaries, you know?
Yeah.
Like what? What do you mean we don't have a date?
I'm not even gonna lie. I barely ever last with guys because most of the time I just stop texting them. Like I feel bad, but like at the same time, like either they stop texting me, which is more rare, but or I stop texting them very early on so that I let them know that the vibe is that I'm not into them anymore because they gave me the ick, you know?
Facts.
So I don't know.
Yeah. And it's also like now we see right through them. So it's like kind of hard to pretend.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, especially if you're a Pisces like me and Kelly, you see through people like you wouldn't even believe.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pisces just have that ability. So if you're friends with a Pisces and they're still your friend, just know that they actually see that you're the type of person for them.
They actually like you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If a Pisces likes you, then that means you're doing something right.
True.
Okay, so let's move on to our next category, friendships.
Oh, my favorite. I'm the best friends ever.
I literally cannot say anything because I'm not friends with a lot of people right now.
Is it my turn?
I get so weird about this.
Ugh. Fuck, I can relate to all these things and I'm gonna air out a lot of shit.
No, don't.
What am I gonna do? Stay quiet? Nah, I never dealt with that.
Hold it in. No. Hold it in. You can say what you've dealt with, but like just like kind of like dial it back a little bit.
I have such a big mouth. Okay. I've been best friends with this girl for 7 years. Every time something good happens to me, new job, relationship, travel, she goes quiet. No congratulations, no hype, but the second she's struggling, I'm expected to show up immediately. Am I imagining this or is she secretly rooting against me?
To me, she's secretly rooting against you because she doesn't want to see you doing good. To me, this is the secret hater. That's what I call these people. I call these people the secret haters because they pretend like they're your friend. They say that they want to see you doing good. And then when they see you in person, they're like, oh, wow, like you're doing really good. Like I saw the podcast or like something like that. And then like, you know, they don't exactly give off the energy that they care enough about it or about anything that you're doing at all. And like when you see them online or you post things online, they're not even like commenting. They're not giving anything. That is the secret hater right there. I don't know.
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I could like say something about this. I've dealt with this a lot in my life.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had friends that would like throw me backhanded compliments. Like, oh wow, that's so good. And like you can tell it's fake. I don't know about like completely going quiet though. Maybe. But then it's like, are you my friend?
Oh no, I've had people completely go silent. Like as soon as they see you're doing good or as soon as they see you're posting again, they're
like
crickets.
Hate,
they're
right?
literally crickets. And like you just know because when I used to be friends with certain people, they used to just get on their phones, shit on people while having a conversation with me.
Yeah.
And like we'd all be sitting in the car, they'd just be shitting on people. Like they're scrolling and shitting on people by like just like spewing venom. And literally it's so annoying because like I know what you're doing. I know why you want access to me, and that's messed up. Literally.
I feel like I don't notice anymore. Like I'm so focused that I don't really notice who doesn't support me and like who doesn't check on me, and I kind of just like I don't pay attention to it anymore.
I guess it's just because I'm like so trained to like notice who's not clapping for me, but I don't know. Like, you know, they say you have to like pay attention to who's not clapping for you because that's where the problem lies. That's where the people that you should be blocking, that's those people, because they're going to stop your account from meeting the most possible traffic that it'll get on social media.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I block them, and like they will get blocked. I don't care. I do not care.
Yeah. I'm also so used to it though, because when I first started doing any of this stuff, I had no support, like no support from my family. I had support from like a few of my friends, but like it was really just like a bunch of like negative energy that I had. So I feel like I'm just used to it. I don't pay attention to it anymore. And it kind of in a way made me better at doing this, because now it's like I can really come on here and not really give a fuck what anybody thinks about what I have to say, you know? I feel like if I didn't have as much haters and like negative energy and like whatever you want to call it, I feel like I would be more, I guess, reluctant to like open up and like talk about certain things.
Yeah, no, I get it. Actually, like when I'm in public and even when I'm like at home, I kind of like just do this thing. Like I put on my music, I vibe out, I get my energy back to a 10 where it should be. And
Nicki Minaj.
No, literally Nicki Minaj. And then I imagine myself in like the Hotline Bling video. I'm just like you know, like shaking off the haters. That's it. Like,
no,
that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But it is hard. Like, I'm not going to pretend that it's not hard. Like, you know, seeing the amount of people that are watching and like not interacting, like that shit is like, oh, like, am I cringy? Am I annoying?
I hope I'm
cringy. I stupid? Like,
I hope I'm annoying. I hope I look stupid, because you know what? The smartest people didn't get to where they are without looking stupid first.
Right.
Everyone has to look stupid at some point. But then once everybody's on their case, it's like, what did they do to get this attention? I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So is it my turn to read or is it your turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, we are stupid.
I know. Like before this episode, Drew was like, what'd you say? You were like, oh, people are going to think we're stupid.
Yeah, no, I said something like people are going to think we're stupid or something. Like, I don't know.
People already think we're stupid.
I hope you think I'm really stupid because I go stupid, all right? I go dumb. I go stupid. I really don't care.
Shit. They probably talk about the same shit that we talk about in their private chats. So we're just doing it in front of a camera. So
right. I mean, their private chats are probably like just as bad as our public chats.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
welcome to our public chat. Okay. My friend constantly makes jokes about me being cheap, because I don't want to go out every weekend and drops $200 on brunch. She knows I'm trying to save money, but still pressures me and sends passive aggressive texts when I say no. Is this friendship or financial bullying?
If you're on a budget, you're on a budget. Like, why does that have to like define your friendship? You know, like
I
do
don't
something
know.
else. Why
Treat
do
it
you
like
have
a
to?
dietary restriction. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you don't have to say I'm on a budget, but you could also just be like, oh, sorry, I can't make it. You know, I'm busy. Or like literally, I mean, if you have to, you know, who cares? Say you're on a budget. Like, big deal. You know, if someone's really going to judge you for being broke, then
They're not your friends.
no, they're literally not your friends. Literally. Because if people were to judge me back when I was broke and back when I had nothing at all, like, I don't know. Like, how many people would still be around? Like, you know what I mean? And honestly, there were a lot of people that judged me when I was broke. There were a lot of people that judged me when I was broke. And honestly, I'm not completely broke anymore, but I'm still living paycheck to paycheck, and that doesn't make a difference. But when it comes down to it, it's like, if they can't rock with you when you got nothing, then they can't rock with you when you're up either. Because if they're not here for the bad times, then they can't be here for the good times. Get out.
Period. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, I feel like if that's really your true friend, like what's mine is yours. Like I have no problem paying for your food or giving you money. Like if I really want you to go somewhere, I've had friends that like really like they weren't working or whatever the case may be, and I was like, please, I really want you to go here with me. I'll pay for you.
Right.
Like it's really not that hard if you really are dropping hundreds of dollars to go out on a night out. Like you can pay for your friend too.
Right. I mean, there's that. But I mean, at the same time, I completely understand if someone can't afford to come out one night, because
Yeah,
we don't even
for
do things that are
sure.
that expensive. Like $200 in
No,
one night, that's
definitely
crazy.
not.
But like,
Definitely not.
we don't even do things that are that expensive. Like, we find ways to still get along without breaking the budget. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like asking them maybe if we can do something that's less pricey, or if we can go somewhere that's less pricey, that's really not a hard ask. And
No, definitely not.
definitely, if they're going to judge you for going to like a cheaper place, I mean, it's, you know, you can't just call a place cheap. Like, you know what I mean? Like, big deal.
McDonald's?
If you can't rock with me at McDonald's, then you can't rock with me at Sophia's Taqueria. And that's on period.
Not Sophia's. Sophia's is like
I love Sophia's.
I
No,
fucking
I
love
love Sophia's.
Sophia's.
That's the only reason I brought it up.
I love Sophia's too.
Yeah. No, but like, okay, so if you can't rock with me at my White Castle, you can't rock with me at my Carbone. Like, you just can't. You know, like that's what I'm basically getting at here. I'm sorry. Sophia's is just always on my mind.
I know. I love that place. We need to go again.
Shout out to Sophia's Taqueria.
For real. Even though I have bad memories of everything at that place.
What? Wait, do you not remember when we went for my last birthday? Like on a
No,
random.
I have the worst fucking, like literally that place cursed me because freaking
Can we just not? Wait.
I'm not even gonna talk about it.
I don't even think we should talk about it. But that was funny.
Every time I go there, it's like something bad happens. Except I did meet Ayana there for the first time.
Half the
Just
people
completely
didn't even
fucking
show up
random.
for my birthday. Like,
Yeah,
All
that
right.
place cursed us.
no, I don't know.
That place definitely fucking cursed us.
No, we can't say that.
They cursed us.
I think you should cut that. They didn't curse us.
Hexed. Somebody's at the door.
Someone's knocking.
Brief intermission.
Da-na-na-na-na. Who the fuck is it?
I know I'm getting pranked now. Oh shit, I'm gonna get demonetized. We're gonna get banned from Sophia's now.
If we get banned from Sophia's, it's your fault. I just had to
I'm
put that
sorry,
out
I just
there.
had to share my unique experiences with Sophia's.
Sophia's, I love you. You never cursed me. You never did me wrong. Sponsor me.
Send us frozen margs and empanadas, please.
I like the tacos.
I found out my best friends have a separate group chat without me. They swear it's not about me, but plans get made there and I find out last minute. They say I'm being dramatic, but I feel excluded. Is this normal or am I the disposable friend? So This happens to my sister a lot. And like I don't want to put her personal business out there, but I always tell her all the time, like, those are not your friends, fuck them. Like, why? They're clearly trying to like hide something from you.
Yeah. If people are in a group chat without you and like you hear about the group chat in the first place, you should be like, why aren't I even in this group chat? Because like if you can't have a conversation with them and then not like completely freak out or shut down about it, like, you know what I mean? Like what are we doing here? Like, are we friends or are we not friends? Because clearly you're acting like we're not friends. I've been in this situation before myself, and people really thought, like, you really thought I was the disposable one, didn't you? You really fucking thought.
They thought.
I ain't nothing like that.
They thought.
You really would have thought. You
This
really
is
would
why
have thought.
I don't like friend groups. Can we talk about that? I fucking hate friend groups because it's always like it's always them turning on me or like turning on somebody else. Like,
Okay.
fucking hate that shit.
Can I just say a duo or a trio isn't that bad, but once you get like that third person in the group,
I
like
don't
that
like
trio,
trios,
I
no.
swear to God, it's like it's so dangerous because it's like what did I say to this person that I didn't say to this person, or like what did I like talk about with this person and I forgot I talked about it with them, and then like maybe, or did I accidentally make plans with this person and not include this person? I feel bad, you know, like that's why I'm like, you know, I like just having a friend, even if it's just one friend. That's why we get along, I think.
Yeah.
Because we will make plans and it won't be anything shady, because if you don't invite me to something, I understand that you have other friends than me, and you would understand that I have other friends than you. So I don't think it's a problem.
But I'm sorry, if it's a friend group or a trio or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and I make plans with one friend and don't mention anything to the other friend, that's mad shady. Like, it's like if I'm going out with the other friend, I'm telling, oh, hey, I'm going out with so-and-so. Do you want to come?
Right. Yeah. You leave me out of that, and I'm literally going to like put you on blast for that.
I hate that. I literally hate that.
There has been situations where like I was in like a 4-way friend group, and like it wasn't exactly like the best situation either, because it's kind of like they, like the three of them were like really good friends, and then they kind of just excluded me from whatever they wanted to.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, why am I even being friends with a friend group? Like,
Exactly.
like, you know, like,
It's like you're the fucking dog that like like fucking follows them. Like, the fuck?
right. Like, I'm sorry, I'm nobody's second choice, I'm nobody's third choice, and I'm definitely not nobody's fourth choice.
And nobody's pet.
Yeah, literally.
That's why I don't fuck with that.
All right, let's read the next one before I actually flip out. She cancels plans constantly, sometimes minutes before, because she's tired or something better came up. When she needs emotional support, she expects me to be available immediately. Do I lower my expectations or cut her off? Honestly, I'm also that friend that cancels. Like, you know, like I'm not always gonna
You don't
like
cancel that
not
much,
no,
though.
I don't cancel that much, but you have to admit if it's like one of those nights. But we both would happen to be having one of those nights, and then we both cancel. Like I feel like that's what's happened to us. Like usually if you're really good friends with somebody, there's a vibe that was initiated in the first place, and if you don't match the initiated vibe, then it's like there's always going to be something that's off. I feel like we initiated the vibe, and ever since it's been either we're having fun this night or we're just going to wait until another night, you know, and like it doesn't really matter. I don't know.
I just feel like if you can't be there for me, why should I be there for you? Like, I'll always be there for a friend, like no matter what. I'm not gonna be spiteful and be like, oh, since you weren't there for me, I'm not gonna be there for you. Fuck you. But it's like I'm gonna notice that. If I want you to come hang out with me or like go somewhere with me, do something with me, and you always say no, but then you're like, hey Kelly, I need this really quick. I need you to come here, blah 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 blah. And you just expect me to jump.
Right. I mean, pretending I don't exist is not going to get you brownie points with me. Like, if anything, that's just going to make me say, all right, fuck you. And then I just don't talk to you. Like, that's just how that's going to go.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you're not going to talk to me, I'm not going to talk to you. And then what? You're going to ask me when you need something? Like, I'm sorry. That's just not possible. That's not feasible. That's not a real friendship. And yes, I think you should cut her off.
100%. Cut it. My friend only posts me when we're out somewhere cute or when it benefits her image. She never shows up for me privately, but she loves a public friendship. I feel like a prop. Am I being used? Oh my God. these are the people that want everybody to think that they have friends when they really like
Right.
don't have friends.
Yeah.
You know, or like when you want everybody on Instagram to think that you're having such a great time and you just want to show off for Instagram.
Right. I
Ugh,
mean,
I hate those
if you have
people.
to show off for anything, I don't think you're my types of people. Like honestly, actions speak louder than words. So if you're just gonna post and you're gonna say this, that, and the third on Instagram, or like, oh, we're mad tight, like, you know, telling people we're mad tight, like, bro, if you don't talk to me on a daily basis or you don't like actually like try to be my friend, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not talking to me, getting on the phone with me, FaceTiming me, whatever, like, are we even friends? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's those people that like really just like, are you just gonna fake everything? You know, because I'm 100% not the person that's gonna fake anything.
No, 100%. But yeah, I agree. I've had those people that were like, you don't text me, you don't call me, but as soon as you see me, it's like you're posted up with a picture, and then
Right? Like, you want to take a selfie with me for what? Like, bitch,
It's-
I could go out most nights and like not even take a selfie. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know nothing.
it's
You
literally
don't
like
know
just to
nothing.
just to show that you're having fun, just to show that you have a life.
Right. And honestly, if you have to post up with certain people just to prove that you have a certain type of lifestyle, I'm sorry, that's bougie and that's fugazi and that's every word that you don't want to be. Like, literally.
Foo-foo.
That foo-foo. She calls me every day to vent about the same problems, but never takes my advice. If I try to talk about my own issues, she changes the subject or rushes me off the phone. I feel emotionally drained, but guilty for pulling away.
There are types of people who literally like their problems. And I will say this a million times. You have a problem, you have 50 solutions that you can use to solve this problem, but you're ignoring every single one of them because you low-key like suffering in your problems.
Right. Yeah, no. If someone is miserable and they're the type of person that likes their misery, you have to also be aware that there are people like that. And they will drag you into the hole to talk about the same things in a circle over and over and over again until they think it registers in your brain. And then once they think it registers in your brain, they're like, no, but you don't understand. It's like this. And like, you know, like they just continue to talk in circles. It's like a drunk, like when they get extremely drunk and they think they have a point, but then their point brings them back to the original like
Idea,
part
yeah.
of the like the plot in the first place. Yeah. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
No, like it took me a long time to realize that some people actually like their problems and they don't want a solution because once they have a solution, they're like at peace and it makes them uncomfortable.
Right.
Very strange. But what was the scenario? She vents about her problems, but when I have a problem, she doesn't give advice. Is that what
She
what it
rushes
was?
me off the phone. I feel emotionally drained, but guilty for pulling away.
Okay, so she has nothing to offer
Right.
because if you can't give advice on a situation, it's like
If you can't hear me out, period,
Yeah.
then there's an issue there. Because if you can't listen to like what I have to say in my problems as well, then what was the point in you trauma dumping on me? Because if you're just going to trauma dump on me and then expect me to just be there for you every time you're going to like do that and then not listen to anything I have to say, what was the whole point of that, you know?
you know what it sounds like? It sounds like the type of person that wants to be the only one that has problems.
I guess.
You know, like they want the attention, they want the support, they want the advice, but then when somebody else has a problem, they like try to like one up them with their problems. You ever had that
yeah.
where it's like oh, but my problem's worse, my problem's more important, my problem's
No,
that.
I've had similar situations, but it's more like my struggle is harder than your struggle. And like, you know, like stuff like that. And like they're always like, I got it through the mud and like there's a reason I'm so much more humble than you know, like they just keep going and like it's like no matter what, they've been through worse shit than me. And meanwhile, like I could one up them on everything, but I just stopped talking at some point because I realized that it's beating a dead horse, you know?
I saw this one TikTok where it was like when my brother passed away, a lot of people were saying, oh, I understand, my grandma passed away. And like people were fighting in the comments like, oh, your grandma's supposed to pass away. And then there were people commenting like, you can't compare people's grief, like grief is grief. And
Right, yeah.
But there were other people commenting and fighting saying like, there's different levels of grief. Like one is the circle of life and one is a tragedy. What's your
Right.
opinion on that?
No, my opinion on that is I don't think you can measure anybody's level of grief. That's the thing, because if someone's grieving, you let them grieve. You say I'm sorry and you move on. You keep it pushing, because you're not the person that's going to save everything by telling them how bad you're doing or who you're grieving, because you can't just I if someone's grandma died, I'm not going to say, "Oh, my grandma died too." Like, I understand.
Or like, well, she
Because-
was 90. What do you expect? It's like you can't really say that.
I'm not trying to match your pain. I'm not trying to beat your pain. I am not that person. At the end of the day, I'm just going to say, I'm sorry for your loss, my condolences, whatever, this, that, and the third. And I leave it at that, because you can't fix anybody who's grieving at all. So, I mean, they have to fix themselves over time, and like they go through different stages, and
Yeah.
like it's not up to anybody else besides that person to get better at that point.
Yeah.
So,
I also feel like grief is grief. Grief
Yeah.
is grief. You can't measure grief. No one's grief is bigger than the next person just because of the circumstances,
right.
you know? But I just found that interesting. Like, what do you mean? Like, you guys both lost a family member. Why are you arguing about which is worse? You know, like, that was a little weird, but
I think it's your turn.
Okay.
For number 8.
God, I feel like when the teacher calls on me, like, and she's like, Kelly, read number 8, you know, like when they used to go around the classroom. I used to fucking hate that shit. Sorry. Random thought.
When they used to go over in the classroom, I used to be like, "This is my moment."
Really?
I was like, "This is my moment." Like, I am literally about to like slay this. I'm about to sound so much better than everybody else because I'm so much more literate than these idiots.
No, honestly, I
Like,
was too.
No, yeah, I didn't even care. I was like, I can do this. I can sound way better than everyone else, and I don't even care.
Yeah.
And I'm mad chill about it.
My sisters are a lot older than me. They were like 17 and 15 when I was born.
Right.
So when I was 2, they were like reading me books and taking me to the library and stuff. So when I was like in kindergarten, I was a level Z, and it was like the biggest flex. And I also won my district spelling bee. Fun fact.
Period.
But I'm a little dyslexic now, so that really didn't do much for me.
No, you know what? For me, it was like the years of like smoking and like treating my body wrong that ended up making me a little bit stupid. But like, I'm good. I'm kind of like back to normal now. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't think I could ever go back to that. So
Yeah, I know.
I was very stupid.
Oh my God, you're going to love this one.
Okay, let's hear it.
Ever since she got into a relationship, I only hear from her when they fight. I'm expected to drop everything to comfort her, but when things are good, she disappears. Am I her friend or her emotional backup plan? Does that sound familiar to you?
This sounds familiar to me in multiple occasions. So actually, let's get into it. One time I was friends with someone, and honestly, she only used me as her backup plan for her emotions. And it really was like, it was very clear to me that it was only for that reason, because every time they broke up, it was like she wanted to be my friend again. And then every time they were together, it was like I didn't even exist. So honestly, I'm not even kidding when I tell you, run the other way. She don't give a flying F. All right. She don't care. She don't care at all. And you know what? She don't care if she hurts you either. So that's the type of person you got to watch out for.
Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate because I really feel like it depends on the relationship. If it's a toxic relationship and the man is really toxic, I feel like you have to be there as a friend. Like, you don't have to, obviously, you don't have that obligation to like be there as like a safety net for her. But if the man is toxic and like pulling her away and like you know that, it's kind of like a hard say. But if she's willingly in that relationship, happy as fuck, clearly neglecting you, and then something goes wrong and she runs back to you, no, I agree. Cut it off.
Okay, how about last time she gets out of the relationship, completely says nothing to me whatsoever, doesn't even come running back to me as a friend. That means she never gave a shit in the first place. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're not going to come back and be my friend after you're with this guy and like you had like a toxic relationship, like I get it, you were in a toxic relationship. I don't even care. Most of y'all ain't even going to know who I'm talking about because it ain't about you. You're going to think it's about you, but it's not about you. Trust me. But the thing is, I don't know. I've been on both ends, and I've also been on the ends where it's like, I don't know. Like, I've had friends that don't come back to me. I've had friends that do come back to me right after. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I can't even say like it's so one way or the other, but if she's going to cut you off just because she's in a relationship, it means that her boyfriend sees you as a threat. And that alone should give you enough of a warning to be like, oh, maybe I should pay attention to this man and what he's doing with her. I don't know. Maybe that is like the thing. Or what is he doing wrong that he sees everyone else as a threat? I don't know. So.
I don't know. Sounds like your friend is shady.
You know what? There's a lot of shady people in this world, but I guess it's just something like you have to deal with when you're like being a grown-up human. Like, you know, there's just shady people. Oh, well, that's life now. You know, it's like you got to watch your back every 2 seconds because nobody's got a fucking good heart anymore these days. And it really sucks.
I know.
But,
Rip.
okay. Last one.
Oh my God. I'm going to love this one.
So it says, I cut my hair. She cuts her hair. I change my style. Suddenly she does too. Even my phases and captions show up on her page. It started as flattering, but now it feels creepy. Am I overthinking this? Honey, you are not overthinking this whatsoever. She is trying to be you. She is 100% trying to give off the same exact vibe that you're giving off because she wants your energy. She may try to look the part. She may try to act the part, but she can never be the part. So don't let her. All right?
I had a friend that did this to me to the point where she fucking unlocked my Face ID.
No.
Yes. And it all stemmed from her crush having a crush on me. So she dyed her hair like me, legit got lip filler to look like me. I don't have lip filler anymore. She looks crazy. I'll show you later. Her lips are like out to here. She dyed her hair black. She was blonde. Dyed her hair black, tattoos, filler, this, that, the third. And then literally we looked like twins. It was scary.
You're lying.
Scary.
Stop.
Horrifying.
No, you had one of those?
I had one of those, yeah.
I mean, I've had people that kind of like, they say the same exact things that I say, or like they act the way that I'm acting, or like they try to dress like me, but you can't dress like me. This is clothing that you can't even get anymore. You can't even get this clothing anymore. I've been wearing this clothing since high school. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, it's really scary. And like when you're friends with that person, you don't really realize, because obviously I'm not going to be that hater that's like, oh my God, this girl wants to be me. I'm going to be like, oh my God, like, yeah, of course we can dye our hair together. She even dyed my hair. Like, of course we can go shopping together. Of course we can go here together. And it's like, damn, this bitch is really trying to like be my clone right now.
Oh my God. No, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like the creepy obsessed friend that secretly wants to kill you and then take your place.
No, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like that's what I got from that, but I mean, you're making me awkward right now.
I mean, she ended up with the man, so good for her.
Oh, okay. Well,
I never wanted him.
It's one thing to take on part of my personality / like the way that I act. And then it's a completely other thing to want to look exactly like me, dress exactly like me, post my captions. I'm sorry. The caption thing. Get your own personality, because if you don't get your own personality, you could get the fuck off my page. 100%.
Yeah, I also feel like if you don't have your own personality, you have nothing, because personality is everything to me.
Honestly, yeah. Like, I feel like if you don't have that little bit of like interesting that makes you, then
The
what do you have?
individuality, yeah.
What do you have? Because like, tell me. Like, I don't get it. I will never understand somebody that can't just be themselves unapologetically and like see if people like that. You know, because if you can't give your all in being yourself, then who are you going to be? Because you ain't going to be the next person. I can tell you right now, you could fail at being the next person, and then everybody will see that you just tried to be like the next person. So don't even try that. Don't even try it.
Yeah, I agree. I've had that happen to me multiple times. So it was like a little scary.
That's really scary. And honestly, Kelly, I'm sorry, but that's scary. No, that's really scary.
Yeah, no, it is.
Okay.
But yeah, anything else you want to add?
No matter what, just be yourself. And if people don't like you for being yourself, then maybe you should find new friends. And also, if you don't know who yourself is, then it sounds to me like you need to be alone for some time to figure that out for yourself.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
Yeah, just be alone and figure it out. Because if you can't just like naturally know who you are. Like knowing who you are. I read Tim Tebow's book. It's like knowing whose you are. Like he used to say whose you are. And like I love that book so much. But like if you don't know who you are, then you don't know who you're gonna be. And like knowing who you are is the first step to knowing who you're going to be.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Well, that wraps up today's episode. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, listen on Spotify, rate us 5 stars on there, shop the merch, download the Hub 17 app, follow us on all platforms, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.